You mentioned the Comedy Bible by Judy Carter. उसमें उन्होंने एक formula provide किया है for a structure of a joke which goes joke equals attitude plus topic plus premise plus act out plus mix plus act out again. First three, attitude, topic, premise, these are serious. And then your mix and act out are funny. So what does this mean? What is this formula? What are all these terms? And then hopefully with the help of an example, can you show how you can construct a joke using these?
So when I say attitude is the attitude you bring on stage. One is either so everybody has his own attitude.
Like positive, negative.
Not really that way, but in terms of how you are approaching the stage. Sometimes it's an act. You'll go, a comedian is like, struggling with the mic and things like that.
That's a persona?
It's an act he's doing. To make people show that he's scared of the stage and all, but he's actually, that's an act by itself. Sometimes you see some acts and you might say, my God, they're brilliant. They sometimes come dressed as, if there's an act they're doing, a character which they're playing.
Is it important to do that?
It can help you. You can do it. It helps a lot.
Like a persona on stage is different from who you are.
Absolutely.
Mitch Hedberg is one, but I don't know if he's like that.
Like Mitch Hedberg was a very different. Mitch Hedberg, since you're talking about people who are watching this, please do watch Mitch Hedberg. He was like, his jokes were supposed to be the most tightest written jokes. Like each and every word, there was no fat in it. There was no flab in it. Every word was, that's it. It requires 10 words to make a joke. There were 10 words. There was not a 11th word.
He's got a style, no? He wears glasses,
he
looks
down. Glasses, doesn't
need
to never look at the audience. Apparently, he was drugged most of the time. I think so. I think he died very young. Maybe of a drug overdose. I don't know. But he used to not even look. He used to look down, and just the jokes as such, just like each line, was brilliant. And he was like a one-liner comedian. There were no jokes. There was not a set. There was not talking about some stories. One line, but fantastic. Very, very crisp. So in Mitch Hedberg, one comedian in Japan did this entire study about Mitch Hedberg where they say, can I go and replicate the same Mitch Hedberg jokes? So he tried in Japan or somewhere. It's there on YouTube where he's doing Mitch Hedberg jokes. And it worked because the jokes were so well written. So that is one part of it. Now, what happens in it with a joke like Mitch Hedberg? Anybody sort of can do it because the jokes are so well written.
मैं जाके पढ़ लूँ, it will kill.
Practice करो. Use some style. You just can't go के paper में नहीं पढ़ोगे, but थोड़ा आप दिखाओगे तो because there was one-liners. But for example, if I do some set, I talk about my daughters, I talk about my wife. I have lived through that experience which I talk about. That nobody can take away unless you have two daughters, my daughter's age. You can't copy those jokes. Because you have not lived that experience which I have lived through. A frustration may come out. Like if I'll say I hate Bombay roads, So in that attitude comes. So I come with attitude, boss, I hate Bombay roads, And then I'll ask the audience, do you like Mumbai roads? We hate it. And then my joke would be, my joke is, Mumbai roads are made up of two types of holes. That's the premise, And my joke is, potholes and assholes. Okay, so that's the joke. So that's the punch. So potholes is the reality. You took it to assholes, which is talking about the other drivers on road. So if you look at the construction of the joke, there was an attitude I came with, an opinion I came. I hate, or you could say, I love traveling by air. And then you have jokes, you flip it or you go. So always some comedy starts with an opinion where you say you love something, you don't like something. It will come up. It comes up, Either you will not say it, but it will come up in your set. And then there's a premise that, Mumbai is made up of two types of holes. So that you have set it. Now the punch is coming, potholes and assholes. That's the joke which comes in.
इसमें कोई act out तो नहीं था.
Act out नहीं, इसमें act out नहीं. What act out means is when you are doing characters. Like you say, I spoke to my wife, My wife told me this. I did this. You'll say your wife's dialogues, Like my joke is like, I told my wife I want to go to a boys trip. We want to go for boys trip. She'll say like, have you looked at your stomach recently? When you look down, can you see anything? Which means that my stomach is so this I can't see my privates. And then you may do an act out. You use your fingers, you may use your hands and things like that. But it's like you're acting out. You're creating a scene over there. You're making the people imagine that me and my wife in a room talking to each other. That's an act out.